Okay, so let's create another class, and this time let us name the class as frame. Yeah, maybe new example. Of course, you can name it anything. So in this example again, I will put the main method. Alright, so now I would like to import the javax.swing.star, and I also would like to import the java.awt, okay, dot star. Right, so if you want to check on that, you can compile. Yeah, okay, so let's start by calling the JFrame default constructor again to create the frame. So JFrame my frame equals to new JFrame. All right, so maybe we will do something like the ones that we did in the previous class. Okay, but maybe this time 500 over 500, 500 comma 500, sorry. And then maybe you want to set the title as menu, for example. And then my frame dot set is equal to true. Okay, so now let's call another constructor JButton. This is obviously where we want to create a button. For example, JButton, maybe OK button equals to new J button. Sorry. So now, if you're wondering what basically is the purpose of this statement, this is to create a button, and I name the button as OK button. But again, you can simply name it, for example, B, something like that, because the name is basically could be anything. But now I'm putting back J button, OK button, and for your information, the argument here is basically to write something on the button. So if I supply an OK here, so you will see OK will be basically placed on the button afterwards. Yeah, the text OK. Now J button maybe cancel button equals to new J button. So I put a cancel there. So by putting in these two lines, we basically assume that we have two buttons on the frame now. Okay, now I would like to basically show you that I want to use a container. Yeah, in my frame. So container content pane equals to my frame dot get content pane. So again, you can check in the textbook or Google on the internet what are the methods that you can use on the frame. Yeah. And then I'm going to continue with a few more statements. For example, content pane dot set layout, and we define a new flow layout. And then still with the content pane, then we want to add an OK button. Yeah, remember the components will be added to the frame from left to right. Yeah, if you can recall the lecture that I have given just now. So content pane dot add, we want to add the cancel button after the OK button. Yeah, so of course you can change, the size of the button and so on. Maybe I can show that too. OK button dot set size, maybe 80 30, because we assume that we want to write the word OK on the button, and also cancel afterwards on the button. So normally we have two buttons with the same size, normally. Cancel button dot set size. So I'm going to put the same values because I want to show that these two buttons are with the same size or dimension. Alright, so we're going to compile this class. Alhamdulillah, no error. So let's try to run this frame new example class. Yeah, so what you can see is a frame, and with two buttons. Okay, now so I think you might wonder why does these two buttons, why do these two buttons do not have the same dimension even though we have set the same values. This is because the auto size is set to true. Yeah, so that is why the button will basically adjust accordingly to the size of the font on the button. All right, now so from these three classes, I hope that you have learned something about simple GUI programming. And these are basically done using the BlueJ. Right, so I think it's quite straightforward, but of course you need to do quite a lot of work if you want to prepare or you want to develop a complete app, or a complete system, because all the properties of the GUI components need to be set properly, and you need to basically do the event handling, the event listener and so on. So I'm not sure how are you feeling at the moment. But if you think that, or if you imagine that the Java codes will become very complex and it is quite tedious to do this GUI programming. Now, don't worry, there is a good news for you, because we will learn on how to design our interface and so on, and do an event-driven programming uh, using a more simple tool. Yeah, uh, because using BlueJ is a stable software, because we have been using a lot, previously. But for a GUI or event-driven programming, I suggest that you shift to a new software, which is NetBeans IDE. So I will prepare another tutorial video on how to teach you to do a GUI programming using NetBeans IDE. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for listening and watching. So I'll see you again afterwards. Bye.